Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beat the Book. I'm your host, BigAl Bettor, joined by...
MattyBets, as always.
Come on.
Come on, son.
How you doing,
Today,
Matty?
I'm hanging in there. It's it's a
Right on,
great
right
day
on.
when we get to talk about the Dolphins. It's a
We're talking about the
great day.
Dolphins.
I'm talking about the Dolphins. Come on.
Okay.
I
Do you
would do
speak
it.
Dolphin?
I do not. I was gonna say I would give you a Dolphin call if I knew how, but I do
Okay.
not.
All right.
I don't speak
They like to get
Dolphin, but
down.
I do speak Sun, and Miami. I'll take it. We got a lot of sun over
Okay,
there.
sure.
Mhm.
You got more sun in Arizona, I think.
Yes, definitely. But
Hotter sun, for sure.
hotter sun.
Hotter sun, for
Miami's a
sure.
little bit more tolerable from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's
But
got water.
yeah, that always helps a little bit. But all right, let's
Yeah,
jump
just a
into
touch.
this. What do
What
you
are we
think?
what are we
What
jumping into?
we're jumping into the schedule for the Dolphins, but I wanted to ask you a question before we jump into it. What do you think of the
Okay.
Dolphins this year
Just in general?
in general? They haven't really done too much different from last year.
They
They're kind of
lost
the
one
same
of
team.
their best defensive players, and they lost them to the Raiders.
Okay.
So that's problematic, and he was their best pass rusher last year. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think they're gonna be just as explosive offensively. I think Tua is gonna be just as good, if not a little better. But I don't think their defense is gonna be quite as good, and we'll see. But I think they'll have a good year.
I think so too. We'll jump into the schedule and see how hard the schedule is for them, and we'll see
Sure,
if we both agree that they're going to make the playoffs again, as they have.
strength of schedule is a big deal.
It
Big
is,
deal.
and we're gonna jump into it.
We
And we're gonna
found that
figure
out
it
in
out.
this Jets video.
Exactly. So, week one, home
Okay.
against the Jags. Jacksonville's coming to town.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Miami on that one.
Yeah, I am too. That's a home win. I like it. Jacksonville,
I don't hate
they're question.
Jacksonville.
I don't hate them, but I do. I'm a Colts fan, so I kind of do hate them.
That's true. That's true.
But
I
yeah,
also just think offensively, Miami's more explosive, and Jacksonville's defense is middle of the pack at best. So I just don't see them
stopping
shutting
them.
anybody down.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yep.
hard to stop them. All right, moving on. Week two, home against the Bills. Now I got Miami winning
So
this one. I got them winning this one. Bills coming to town. It's early in the year still. Don't really care. Bills don't really have an advantage. It's not cold, anything like that. I'm taking the Dolphins to win this one.
I am in lockstep with you on that one. I think if it was colder or if it was in Buffalo, Buffalo would win it. But unfortunately, this one is week two in
Yeah,
Miami. I think
it's week
think
two.
that's pretty slam dunk.
Yep,
It'll be a fun
exactly.
game though.
It'll be a high-scoring game, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for there. Week three, moving on. We got an away game against the Seahawks.
Yeah, I've got Miami winning that one.
I mean,
Actually, I have Miami losing that one.
yeah. See, I don't agree with that. I understand like you keep saying this whole like one side of the U.S. to the other side of the U.S. and it's like it's a big deal. I don't see it being a big deal in this game, and I see the Dolphins winning.
Okay.
I don't see them losing
Okay.
to a, let's just say, mediocre or good Seahawks team. We'll see by week three how they are,
Middle
who they
middle of the
are.
road, a solid Seahawks team.
Yeah, and
How
you got
about
the
that?
Dolphins who are like almost guaranteed playoff team.
Powerhouse
Yeah,
juggernaut.
they're yeah. Like I don't know.
Okay.
I got them winning there. We can split that. That's fine. You can stick with your whole like
Okay.
one side of the U.S. to the other side of the U.S. like
Yeah, I'm just gonna
theory.
ride that one for a little bit. We'll see if it pays off in the regular season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping it works out for you, but I'm also hoping it doesn't because it will make me money. So we'll take that.
Right.
Moving on.
Exactly.
Week four, home against the Titans.
Home against the Titans. I've got Miami winning that one
Yep,
quite easily.
I agree with
Quite
that
easily.
easily. Like I don't see Tennessee being a problem for many teams this year at all. And I don't
Yeah.
Tennessee's defense, it doesn't really seem great. Like I know they added some pieces in the offseason, which is great, but I mean, like
Right.
you talk about the Dolphins, they just have so many weapons. Like they're kind of like the Niners where they can kind of beat you with everything. They got two great running backs, they got great receivers, they got a good quarterback and a decent defense. I don't think it's anything to write home about, but it's still decent.
Right. And they've had the same culture now for 3-4 years,
Yeah, I mean their
and
culture is
that
we're
matters.
fast.
That matters.
We're faster than
That
you.
matters.
That's their
Yep.
culture. Yep. Week five, this would be a
Correct.
great game away on the road, divisional game against the Patriots. What are you thinking
Yeah, I
here?
think we're both going to be in lockstep here. You've been saying it in many of the videos we've been doing, and you're fading the Patriots pretty much every single week. And I'm fading them with you this time.
Yep, away. That's definitely a win for the Dolphins. No question
If it
about
was
it.
winter time, maybe there's a question, but
Yeah,
even then.
I mean, that's actually one of the funnier jokes that you've made in a while, so thank you for that. Appreciate it. You had a little bit of the chuckle right there. You couldn't see it, didn't hear it, but it was there. Trust me. Week
Yeah,
6, bye week.
allegedly.
Nice little week
Yep.
6. Not really a needed break because they're,
They would
you
have
know,
wished. I
they're
think if you're
undefeated.
Miami, you wish you had the bye in like week 14
You
back
want it
when
in
it's
one of those
cold, so
winter
you don't have to
months.
travel.
Yeah, instead of
Yep,
a road
yep,
game,
yep.
switch it for a bye week. Have a road game be in week 6. Start
Exactly,
of October. But
exactly.
beggars can't be choosers. It's the schedule. You work what you can. Week 7. This is an away game against the Colts. You're going
Yes,
to
it is, isn't
Indianapolis.
it?
It is.
Yes, you are.
And for me, I am a
I
Colts fan. I have to take the Colts here. I think the Colts at
and
home is going to be huge.
I am also taking the Colts at home.
I agree. I think the Colts are being slept on right now. I do, and I can't wait for the season to start. It's going to be awesome. We'll get to that when we do our
I
Colts
think
video and our Colts schedule, but
true. They need Anthony Richardson to stay healthy.
yes, exactly. But it's just like, we talked about the Jets too. It's like the Jets need Rodgers to stay healthy. Like you can't go into a season fearing the health of your quarterback. You can't, especially not
True.
when you're jumping into these schedules too. If Anthony Richardson's healthy, boom, yeah, I can see they're going to win this game. It's going to be an electric game. It should be super high scoring too. Playing in a dome. I mean, it's going to be a great game. Dolphins are going to love that
It's going
game.
to be high scoring, probably, and obviously, like you said, we'll get into. I'm excited to get into the Colts schedule.
Oh, for sure. We'll get into that at some point later down the road.
It's going to be a fun one.
It will be for sure. Week 8, we got home against the Cardinals.
Home against the Cardinals.
I'm taking Dolphins.
I've got them slaughtering.
Yeah, they're going to win by 20 points. It won't be, 70, but they're going to score probably 40 in that game.
And maybe the Arizona surprises us, but if you guys watched our Cardinals video, I mean, we don't really think that's going to be the way this season turns out for the Cardinals.
No. Do not. Just no. Week 9, moving on. Away game against the Bills in November.
Okay. This is when it gets. So see, once we pass Halloween, that's where I start to doubt these Dolphins a little bit. So I am fading them here. I'm taking Buffalo.
Okay, we're taking Buffalo there. I am as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that they split, and yeah, it's November in Buffalo. Like it's not gonna.
And it's a tough division.
It shouldn't be snowing, but it's gonna be really cold, and the Bills thrive.
Yep.
It's their home. I think the Bills can win this game pretty easily.
Agreed.
Moving on, Week 10, away on the road against the Rams.
Ooh. The LA Rams.
This is another one of Big Al's freaking. Oh, it's one side of the U.S. to the other side of the U.S. So here we go.
I'm just saying, it's a trend. You lose a couple points when you have to travel the whole country. It's just jet lag. You name it. It's what it is. It's a lot of travel. You got to cross the country. So I am taking the Rams in this spot.
Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins here.
Okay.
I would if it was a different team. If it was a team that got a lot of snow in November, then yes. But this is Cali, dude. This is Los Angeles.
Yeah, but
they're gonna be fine. They're gonna they're gonna feel right at home. Yeah, I got the Dolphins winning that game. Week 11. Move on.
The Rams can dance. The Rams can dance with high scoring teams.
No, I know that they can, but I see the Dolphins just dancing a little bit faster. A little bit harder on the dance floor. We got a couple more moves in them. Week 11, home against the Raiders.
Yeah, I've got Dolphins all day long.
Yeah, same. Like Raiders.
And I like the Raiders. I like their team, but they're not. I mean, we're talking about a team that they won 11 games, 12 games last year, and they were very good, and they lost to the Chiefs in like a freezing cold game.
We're talking about a playoff team to a non-playoff team.
Correct. Correct.
It's just and the Dolphins are at home too. Like, give me that one.
Yep.
And then week 12, another exciting game at home against the Patriots.
The Patriots. You don't say.
Yeah, the Patriots. Them again.
What do we do when the Patriots are on the schedule?
Oh, we chalk whoever they're playing against gets a win. That's just what we do.
Yeah,
whoever they're playing against gets a free win. It's pretty much a bye week.
Pretty much.
Pretty much a bye week. You don't even really have to show up. You could probably play backups and still win the game. So move past that. We both got
Not
Dolphins there.
that, not that bad. But
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
all
Week
right, week
13,
13. Let's see if we agree here.
away against the Packers.
So where are they going to be at?
They're going to be in Lambeau Field, Green Bay.
The frozen tundra?
The Frozen Tundra, November 28th.
You don't say. Yeah, I've got them losing that one pretty hard.
I'm not going to say pretty hard, but I do see them losing this. This is going to be ice everywhere. They're not, yeah, it's just we saw it in the Kansas City game in the playoffs last year.
It's gonna be a
Like,
little chilly.
it's going to be
A little
cold.
chilly.
Dolphins don't like cold. So,
No,
yeah,
they don't.
get me all the
No,
way
they
out.
don't.
Dolphins lose that game. Week 14, however,
Agreed.
home against the Jets. I'm taking
Yeah,
Dolphins
I've got.
here. They're at home.
I've got. Yep, I've got the Dolphins as well.
Nice, we
I
agree
love
on
the
that
Jets.
one. Yeah,
Love
you
the
do.
Jets, but not in Miami. I don't.
Love the Jets a little too much, but we can move past that. Week 15, away on the road against Houston.
Ooh, this should be a fun game, considering we'll be in the home stretch of the season, middle of December. It should be pretty exciting.
Everybody knows who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Who you
The
got
week
here?
from the chaff. I've got the Dolphins winning this one.
Dolphins. I do too. I have the Dolphins here.
Okay.
Texans should be a really good team, but yeah.
Yes, they should.
But yeah, I mean, there's not going to be enough for the Dolphins. Week 16.
It's a dome. We're inside a dome. Like, what are we
Exactly,
talking about? The
like,
weather's not a factor.
yeah.
And Houston's not too far of a
Yeah,
travel.
let's
I
just
think
say
it's
this
gonna
right now in that game, Tyreek for over 150 yards. I like that a lot.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
a lot of yards.
Week 16. This one's tough. This one's I think we might disagree on this one. Week 16, home against the Niners. This
Home
one should
against
also
the
be a
Niners.
high-scoring game.
So, you're not gonna like me on this one
Okay.
because I'm actually flipping my East Coast West Coast scenario for this one game.
Because the Niners are going all the way to
I'm
Florida.
gonna take San Fran.
You're
Yeah,
taking
I'm
San
gonna take
Fran
San Fran.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. I want to take the Dolphins here. I really do, but I
But-
don't think I can. It's the Niners, and I can't bet against the Niners. I'm not an idiot. And I'm going to take the Niners here to go to Miami and win.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we agree on that one, which is
We
kind of
do
shocking. I
agree.
thought that you were going to take the Dolphins there. I really did.
Like I said, I'm trusting that real hard and fast, but I think San Fran, for whatever reason, they're just such a good team. We've talked about it in other videos. They're a juggernaut, and so end of the season playoff push, they're gonna need to win these games, and their defense always shows up. Defense travels too. That's also a thing. So
Yeah, your offense doesn't
the rest
have
of the
to
team
if your
may not
defense
travel,
shows up.
but your defense travels, and the defense of San Fran is legit. So
All right, well, Week 17, away against the Browns.
yeah, and I'm gonna fade them because it's gonna be cold
Okay, I'm going to take the Dolphins to win that game.
in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, I think it's going to be a close game, but I have the Dolphins winning.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay. All right.
It's going to be cold, but I got the Dolphins there.
And then how do we end the season?
We end the season against the Jets, Week 18,
Against
away against the Jets. It's cold.
Where do they play? Who's
It's
their
New York.
quarterback?
They got Aaron Rodgers. And it's going to be cold.
That's what I thought. Okay, so what do we got there?
We got a loss.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a loss there. You end the season
I
on a loss.
believe that's the
but
correct answer.
Yeah.
This is going to be very funny to watch back if on that date, what's the date of that game?
January 5th.
Yeah, on January 5th, the new year, if the Dolphins just smoke the Jets in that game, that will actually
That
be
would be
hilarious.
crazy. I mean, the Dolphins are going to have to start doing practices outside or something. I don't know. They're going to have to go travel to get some practices, get some steps in. I don't know. But they need some experience in the cold. But all right, now you got the tallies for us?
I do have the tallies. So, my record for the Dolphins in the 2024 season, I have them going 9-8.
9-8. Seems a little low.
You, my friend.
Seems a little low.
Yep, you, my friend, have them going 11-6.
11-6. I like that.
Which is good enough to potentially win that division. 11-6 is good enough to win most divisions.
I don't think it would win the division because we already did the Jets one, but it's close.
Well, hey, don't spoil it now for the fans, but yes, it would make it pretty competitive up in that division.
Yeah, exactly. It'd
And a
be
couple
close.
games go a different way from our predictions, and next thing you know, bada bing,
Yeah.
we're right in there.
Bada bing, you win a Super Bowl. Crazy
Well,
how
I don't know about
fast it
that,
happens.
but you got to get the 1 seed if you're the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's fair. You need it. You need to be
And I
at
think
home.
they know that.
Yeah, they
I
do.
think they know that.
Mhm.
So,
All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you for tuning into this week's episode, and we will catch you on the next one. Until then, keep beating the book.